So, this is Davey Old Salt Gamer. I just wanted to give you an update on my Stirling engine setup here. Mars, from what I see, is actually Mars Europa is actually too cold. So I enclose this and simply put two passive vents on it. I was thinking of using this. I didn't have to. I could take that all down, all that piping and stuff. I didn't need it. So just a passive vent on the inside and a passive vent on the outside. The peak operating, look at that thing go. The peak operating temperature of this is between 0 and 20 Celsius. So this setup heats the air pretty well. And you can see I'm getting, I think the max you can get out of it is 8 kilowatts. But this also includes now, because I connected it to my power grid, also connects, counts the windmills. The problem with that is I may end up disconnecting my windmills if this gives me enough constant power, because with this running, and it's basically free, I mean, I'm getting that, and the temperature is still 1,200. It hasn't gone down much. It is going down, but I haven't been losing that much heat. So I'm going to automate this to, I want to keep an eye on this. Matter of fact, let me do something real quick. I'm going to disconnect my windmills to make sure. And like I said, I attach it to my windmills. So let's go over here and cut this off. Boom. Now I don't have my windmill power anymore going into my batteries. I'm just using this for the one connection anyway. Did I double up? We'll do it that way. I was going to put a second Stirling engine up. I haven't made it. Got all the pieces for it. But it doesn't seem to be necessary. So apparently I'm getting 10.5 kilowatts out of this thing. 10.4. Let me see. Temporarily. Let me go to my power grid 2 here and disconnect these windmills also. Gotta figure out, I don't remember where this is at. Where do they connect at? I can leave the solar panels on. Yeah, power grid 2 is the other one, so I just connect this up here. That'll get rid of all my windmills. I can make a separate windmill power grid if I need to. I'm trying to get an honest reading of how much this is outputting. Yeah, there you go. That's the maximum that you can get according to the wikis on the internet. I'm actually doing 0.1 better. It says you can get maximum of 8 kilowatts. So with this setup, just two passive vents encased outside on Europa, you get the maximum, even plus a little bit. Now this, if the sun comes up, the solar panels are still hooked up, but that's amazing for me, because like I said, it's almost free to me. I'm going to keep running this to see what temperature this has to be. I mean, I had it at 1700. I'm still getting 100% efficiency out of it. And it's just buzzing along. And I only have, 1,000 degrees. I haven't run this since the last video. So it's like free energy. I'm going to automate it. At this point, I only got the switch to this automated, since I can't turn it on through the glass. But I'm going to automate this when I see when I start losing efficiency, which isn't happening, I'm wondering where I'm getting that extra 16 kilowatts. Is it actually just running that efficiently? Because I got no windmills hooked up anymore. I didn't have any windmills in my old base. Oh! I hate that. The problem with putting an underground base and not squaring it off with frames, which I should do anyway. So I'm quite pleased with this, actually. I'm using right now about, and it's still going up. So this is giving me more than 100% efficiency the way it looks to me. I got no other power source going in here right now, other than solar, and there's no sun out now. So I am getting almost 8.5 kilowatts. It does bounce around a little bit. Probably things turning off and on. This is a lot more efficient than the gas furnace because I haven't had to do anything for quite a while. I'm wondering what the lowest possible temperature I can get. There's 8 kilowatts. That's what I should be getting out of it. That's 100% theoretically. So now I don't have to worry about storms overcharging my power grid. Down to 15, if you want to call it down to 15.5 megapascals of volatiles, mainly 70%, in 15 different Mark II tanks. So I got a ton of volatiles yet from that one mining mission. Let's go see what my charges are looking like here. Take my suit off. Put my light on. This one's at 75, but that's because this is charging. As a matter of fact, before this comes on, it just did. Nope, I can't turn it off. I thought I had that. Oh, is that just the dials? So this switch must be overridden by the program. So it's going to charge. There's nothing I can do about it right now. Not going up much. But the charge voltage should be pretty high, 9,000. I wonder if I had that disconnected from the batteries at this point and I'm just wasting fuel. Oh no, I'm getting 3,500. Holy smokes. So solar must have kicked in. Wow, that's a lot of charge. Where in the world am I getting 35 kilowatts of charge? 10 from the generator, roughly 10 to 12, depending on the temperature. Yeah, 20,000, counting the Stirling generator, and the sun had to come up, so it's probably adding the solar in there too. Oh, stop it. Did the sun come up? It's coming up. Or did it just go down? Oh, now I'm confused. Oh, there it is. Oh, I must have ran out of coal over here. These aren't working. I haven't been monitoring the power over there. I could hook that up too to make sure I got enough charge in there. Let's see what I have over here. Yeah, 23.3. Now that's with this running. If it's still running. I hear it, it's still running. And this running, and the solar panels, if that's not enough power to keep me charged, I don't know what is. I'm still above 1,000 degrees in there. 23 kilowatts. Yes. And you see the windmills are barely moving. This thing has been running constantly. And I still got 8 plus 9. I still got 17 ice from that mining trip. And I'm up to 73 liters. I got plenty of water. I won't need water for a long time. Alright, so I'm almost at the place with this base that there's not a whole lot more I can do. I'll save it maybe. And I might start Vulcan. I've never done Vulcan. Vulcan or maybe even Venus. Go from someplace cold to someplace hot. I got food galore. Got the trade running. There's a question for you. Can you have the weather station inside? I've been waiting for a storm to come to prove that theory. And it hasn't come yet. It's been a while. So that has stopped running, and I'm still charging. So now my generator's not running. Only the solar and the Stirling, and I'm still getting 27,000. That's amazing. And 2 of banks are at full, and the other ones are just short of full. So that Stirling engine is just kicking butt. I may have to go with that more in the future here. I didn't realize it was that good. I mean, everything running in here uses everything I got running, including my deep miners. Pretty much everything you see in any of the videos is currently using about 8 kilowatts, between 8 and 9 kilowatts of power. So generating that much during the day with the Stirling engine and the solar panels, I mean, you'll never get this to 100. You know, it usually stops at 90, 99. You'll actually see what I'm using, because this is actually incoming charge, and the incoming charge only equates to the outgoing charge when the batteries are full, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but that's the case. Let me turn the lamp on again. I'm coming nowhere near. I had this set for 50,000 watts, thinking I don't know how much I was going to use, but I'm just curious if this gets to 100 before the, or 99.9 or 0.999. I could set up a multiplier in here to make this, but you know, percent. But I know by looking it's 0.98, so that's 99%. And we'll see what happens when it gets to 99.9. See, it'll tell me how much power my base is actually using. It might flicker a little bit, but so it actually looks like I'm using 15 now, so that's pretty high. I'm kind of surprised. That could also be that, nope, all 3 are blue, or all 4. So I might be using that much right now. I did add lights and stuff, and I have this turned on and a couple things turned on. Weather station, which wasn't there before. So I may save this game and start another series because I don't know of a whole lot more at this point that I can do in here. I got all my miners up and running. Everything's automated. Power system's automated. I could automate the Stirling engine and the furnace to turn on, when it gets a certain temperature. I haven't found that reading yet. I'm happy to have the wind disconnected, to be honest with you. It's not very reliable. It causes more trouble than benefit. It's still cruising. I can't see how I'm getting 11.3 kilowatts unless they did something to this. We'll have to see when the sun goes down. Maybe, well, the sun probably is being added to it. I'm still above 1,000 degrees. I don't know if there's a certain formula between inside warm temperature or cool temperature and outside hot. But I did see that the goal was to get the front side temperature of the Stirling generator between 0 and 20 Celsius. So minus 141 is why I wasn't getting peak efficiency. Okay, so now it looks like I might be dropping efficiency a little bit. The sun's going down. Maybe I'm not quite using that much. Interesting to what's running that I'm requiring 27 kilowatts. Good Lord. 30 kilowatts. Yeah, it looks like well, I don't know. Looks like I might be reaching the temperature limit, so maybe I'll... Oh, that's bad timing. Well, I guess I could check my storm weather station. Apparently it needs to be outside, so that question should be answered because it didn't give me any warning. Which makes sense. I just didn't know for sure. Okay, so on that note, I think I'll end this recording. This is episode 11. It may be my last for this base. Like I said, I'll save it. Maybe I'll come back to it if there's changes and stuff. But not a whole lot more I can do here. I'm kind of happy with the way this one worked out. I'm still getting a 1,500 kilowatt charge. I don't know exactly where I'm getting all that. That Stirling engine must really be kicking butt. Unless I have some windmills still hooked up that I don't know about. I don't think so, though. Okay, so you see how the Stirling engine worked? If you go to the Stationeers wiki, I could maybe do that. Let's see, Stationeers, Stirling, S-T-I-R-L-I-N-G. Let's see what I come up with here. That's what I was looking at. You see and here it says, here's the temperature dependency. 0 maybe to 20 is the peak range that you get 100% efficiency. And I don't know how to read all this stuff exactly, but it does say somewhere in here the most you can get. And apparently you can use H2, which gives you even better. Which I was told you shouldn't use H2, but it doesn't have Europa listed on here for some reason. Vacuum, I had in here, here's the gases. Hydrogen is the best gas to use, but I was told you shouldn't use hydrogen. So I don't know how out of date this is. I'm using nitrogen. I might be losing 3% or something there. But it does say somewhere in here, you can look it up, it says somewhere in here that the max you can get is 8 kilowatts. There it is, max power 8 kilowatts. Maximum internal external pressure differential. But I'm getting more than 8 kilowatts, so that might be out of date. Alright, so this is Navy Old Salt Gamer. Like I said, I may come back to this one if I think of something, but I might be starting maybe a Venus, which is an incredibly challenging one. But I'll see what I can do. Maybe I'll end up getting killed or something. So this will be the last one. Wrap up most likely. You have a good one. I'll see you. If you like these videos, subscribe and like. And I'll see you maybe on Venus.